Okay, we're live, so let's post it all on the socials. That's Mastodon, YouTube, no. Twitter's done. Mastodon is done. DeviantArt's not needed. Gotta. Done. 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 And done. So I should be almost ready to start. Good evening to all. I had a whole macro keyboard installed, and then I connected it to this computer, and all my macros have been deleted. So apparently it's computer bound and not downloading on the keypad itself. So that's something I'll need to redo. Yep. Wait. Did it? Wait, did it just? Reading device? It saved it! It saved it after all! So let me test something. Yes! It was saved! Woohoo! But the first one is all socials. The second mode is all art. So I am going to have to try and use these shortcuts. That's yay. So I now have 12 keys, 2 knobs, and the knobs can be pressed as well and all have different functions. I can do screen brightness on and off. Only the downside is this only has one setting. It can't be done with a knob, but I'm gonna keep it for now because maybe I'll use it on a different computer later, because apparently it is being remembered by the system. And the other one is that's not something you can see for now. I gotta learn how to use those keys. So what was that again? That's something I still need to do with my keyboard because I don't have too many knobs, and I can use a lot of knobs, but in the end, if it becomes too much knobs, I could have used my keyboard. Anytime. I have my list next to me. First little update about Varos. Still here, but it is starting to weigh on him. We don't know how long he's going to be with us. We hope as long as possible. But we're granted half year extra. We're almost past half a year and half a month. So we never know how long it's going to take. We will enjoy every moment he's with us. But his health is declining, but his quality of life is most important. At the moment, he still wants to eat. He still wants to be pet. He climbs his cat tree. He bathes. He doesn't have accidents in the litter box. So we're keeping a very close eye on him. And we are dreading that day. Why is my... Oh, there's my VTuber. Almost. There we go. For those who were there, I did free craft streams and some 3D printing. My castle turned out great, and I'm waiting for something to make better pictures of it. Editing. I did some editing yesterday, I believe. Not sure. No editing today. Maybe tomorrow another episode. We're still in the first chapter of the sex novel. So yeah, that's pretty much all the updates, I think. If you want to know anything about things that happened to me, then feel free to ask them. And let's first press record. Start recording. So we can start with the Penny comic. Ooh, that is the final one of the 17th year. So next week is going to be a new year. I don't have anything special organized. I'm going to do that next week. Or maybe do a happy 18th in the corner because, you know, I don't really have anything. And I'm, to be honest, not really in the mood to be happy and celebrate. I'm not in a great mindset. I'm super tired. I was not feeling well most of the day. Still not feeling that great, by the way. There we go. That's the word for Scrabble. Oh, I already won it. Why is my volume going up and down? But the key was stuck under the screen. Okay, this is based upon something that I overheard. I hope it was the fifth from Beethoven, because that's the one I had in mind, by the way. But there were just two teenage girls who were working and were like, classic. What's classic? Classical, and that da 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 da. Oh right, yeah, you have classical and you have music, and I was like, I feel so old. That was so instantly old. So I do have to look up a picture of Beethoven so I can make a cute version of him. Right. Putting my keyboard away, or at least within reach, but not that much reach. And let's see, it's on art, so oh, right. I didn't program that right. Or did I? No, I did. This was the knob. I already pressed record. We've been recording for 4 minutes now. Maybe I should create a little recording button to post on screen, and then forgot to post that. So, da-da-da. Not much else to share. I finished 3 swords for sale. There was a bit of sunshine after work, so I put them in the sun. And now they're fully hardened. And I finished my second keycap. Did a couple of extra layers of varnish. So I can start on my third keycap. I'm gonna give one a ponytail. I'm gonna cross her arms, and I'm gonna give her a bob. Give her a little handbag. Because she's a teenager, and teenagers always have handbags. And I did finish the episode 13 art last week. I was a bit too stressed, that's why I cut it short. Took a breather, gave Vados some extra pets, and then finished it. Wait. I need to turn it around. There we go. Control Z is this button. Do have to check a couple other buttons, but that will be done later. Not on the same floor. One is floating. There were more shortcuts I could program, but again, it kind of defeats the purpose if you have a keyboard filled with shortcuts. Control D. It's this one. So I try to find which one I use most in both combined Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint. There are only 2 keys that are Photoshop only. I'm gonna make a chibi version. Sure, I could do Ctrl Z, but you know. Don't even recall how the girls looked, so it is quite possible that none were wearing ponytails or having bobs. And the bob again. It starts with the Morse code for the letter V. Short, 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 long. Yeah, well, I tried to make that. Ta-ta-ta-tam. And what else did I do or planning? Of course, we have Sunday, the museum activity. I don't know how people are supposed to sign up. I did ask for it, but they too had a busy Easter weekend. So hopefully I find it out tomorrow. let's see, Saturday's King's Day, so hopefully it's cleanup and audio novel. Thursday is audio novel and taxes. Taxes is quite important. And then next week is the final preparation for AnimeCon. It's for the first time I have to stay till the end, the closing ceremony, because I entered the competition. But that's okay. I mean, it's half an hour. If everything depends on half an hour. Bit closer. They're best buddies. Four. Yes, fourth button. Bit too high, but that's okay. Right, I have that key. I should use the keys. There we go, saved. Now, Beethoven. Yeah, that's the disappointed. Floaty on top of the balloons. There's quite a lot of different images of Beethoven. I'm still switching from key to key, keyboard to everything because you can't do everything, but knob. That's the wrong knob. And then down. This one, then the knob. Usually the Contour Plus is right outside of my reach, but this time because of the knobs, it's easier for me. So it's a very easy little keyboard. It has 3 layers, so you can do 3 sets. So, yeah. And because they're red cherry switches, I can change the keys. I'm not sure if I'm going to draw extra. That really depends on how I feel. Because I'm honestly very tired. Like I said, didn't really feel great today. Let's see if this one works. Yep. That's one of the unique for Photoshop. But there's something else connected in there. Aha. It's getting better weather. It was very dreary today, but the sun came in the afternoon. Made a Banshee with my blue filament because I want to have a Banshee of every color. And again, considering I paint everything, that's not much trouble for me. To be honest, the dark blue isn't as bright blue printed as I had expected. It's a nice blue, but it's a bit meh. I want to make better pictures of the castle before I start painting it. And like I already said on my craft stream, I wrote the book, the novel, without a clear floor plan for Castle Morning Snow. So that means this castle is somewhat of a retcon. Did it work? Yes. And it does mean that for future novels I will have a floor plan where everything is. And I also said, spoiler, in the final story the castle will be destroyed. So then I can start over and make an actual good castle. "18 years and still wearing the same outfit." Yeah, we're gonna stick to the classics. Hey, get it. That's a bit of a big head. And did anyone do anything in particular for Easter Sunday or Easter Monday or Easter whatever day? And thank you very much. I've been drawing for. Now you're asking a lot of me. I started drawing when I was age 16. And no, I was not great from the start. I think my decent art started in 2001. So let's say, give or take, 20 years. And I'm completely self taught because I wasn't allowed to go to an art school from college and teachers. My art and parents were very supportive. So everything is self taught. I myself had brunch with the family, had a great time, and a headache, but had a great time. It's great seeing my family again. And on Sunday, I did a craft stream, or multiple ones. You can still watch them on Twitch for about 6 more days, and then they'll be deleted over there. And then in a couple of months, they'll be on YouTube. Go away. And knob testing control. Come on. Yep, saved. Like I said, I don't know how much I will draw today. Very tired. Not feeling great today, and especially not this morning. So it will all depend. But people who are in chat, you are giving me some energy, some will to live. So you're making it a lot more fun and easier for me just by talking to me. Ask me questions. You can ask me anything. If I'll answer is another question. If I consider it too private, then I won't answer. If you have a question or say something that I consider private information, I won't mention it on stream. For example, if you mention your address and when you'll be away, that's something I consider privacy. Ooh, even more mini jars. The Action, a Dutch, somewhat dollar store, but not everything is a dollar, so it's cheap store, sells little jars of Nutella. And they've been lowered in price, by the way. I guess that's why they were listed as going to be out of stock. And then they were back in stock for a lower price. And I use those a lot to mix my paints. And I try to eat them myself as well. But the problem is I'm lactose intolerant and there's milk in there. You have to sacrifice. Well, your sacrifice is most appreciated. Yes. Okay, so it still says there's a letter extra in here. Okay, clear, Control Alt Z, download. So it should be fixed now. So your sacrifice will be remembered. Last time I went to the action was last Friday after work, because I donated my old TV because I wasn't using it at all. And the one who received it is incredibly happy with it and using it non-stop. So I decided to put a little cabinet in the space where the TV was for more organizations and stuff, more books in there, how to draw books. And of course, one basket is already filled with books I still had to sort, some still to read. It kind of looks like one of those IKEA cabinets with the cube with the 4 holes. Can't really remember, but it's not very important right now anyway. Okay, that's a bit too much. I believe Kallax, by the way. Or they used to be called Expedit. Or Expedit, or whatever. Well, if I know someone who's looking for a barbecue, I'll let you know. Need to do the knobs. Where's my little cheat sheet? Knob. Ah, that's why it's making weird sounds. Oh. Almost dropped my microphone. Yeah, I'll let you know if someone is interested. Not much of a fan of barbecue myself. Don't like the smell. Don't like the taste. I can eat it. Don't get me wrong. Just not much of a fan of it. By the way, when book 6 is complete, I'm probably gonna do a 1 week break or something like that, and then use that to create the battlement of my castle. or maybe sooner, I don't know yet, but I should focus on book 6 first as much as possible, but yeah, you know how much book 6 is taking me, how long it's taking me, all the drama that happened, family, life, work, Vladimir, Faros. Despite him still being here, it's heavy. Seeing him every day and having his coughing attacks, and then just hope he's not suffering. And then he just walks to you, demands food, not begging food, demands food, demanding pets. He's not done yet, but it probably won't take that much longer either. Why did I keep that here? I should have put that back. Hey, no spoilers. No spoilers. Someone is saying something on Twitch that is going to be a spoiler, so I'm not repeating it over here. If you want to read it, you must go to Twitch and read the comments. This mouse shape does not make any sense if you make the tones. You can't do two 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 two. That sounds very weird. Slowly getting used to my new macro keyboard. It was the second. Not using all the keys just yet, but that's okay. Some keys I use more often in what's it called again? Clip Studio Paint. Little frowny stripes. This probably gets to be moved a bit. It's losing its spring in its step, the hair. That's a bit too long of a chin. See, I'm making a special 18th birthday penny comic. But yeah, when I heard these girls talk, instant feeling of old. Yeah, I did. So they're talking about where the real Snow White might be buried in Belgium. There's a new Suske and Wiske comic about, well, that lady. And to be honest, I'm quite interested in that comic. There are quite a few new comics of Suske and Wiske that actually interest me, so I might start buying them again. Usually around the summer they become cheaper. Not the most recent ones, but like a few older ones. I was donated a couple of weeks ago a couple of Suske and Wiske comics. Okay, that's a weird round. Let's first move to that. But I do wonder if Snow White could have existed for real, because the story is very old. And it's been based upon, told upon. But it would be interesting if it was based on something or someone for real. And the fact that Sidonia is playing a lead role, because in my eyes she's way underappreciated as a character. I mean, Sleeping Beauty, I believe, has its origin in a French tale. So who knows? Could be Germany, could be somewhere else. Okay. I might change the art knob into something else, but I don't know what just yet. And yes, the story Snow White was indeed published by Brothers Grimm, but they didn't make up all the stories, as far as I'm told. They did collect stories from all around and sometimes gave their own spin to it. I do have a key for that, and that's cool. I am partially wanting to put the dial to a Control Z, but that might be a bit too tricky. Okay, music, text gone, and then I need one. Wait, I first need key 1, then key 9, and then key 3. Cool, that works. And key 3 again. You can't do very much keys one after another, but yeah, what you can do, you can do. For those who are wondering if I'm going to 3D print more, most likely, but not anytime soon. I have too much on my plate. Wait, I have a shortcut for that. B. So it's not entirely gray, but it lost a lot of its color. So we have seen the future of Penny, and it is bleak. Yeah, Tombstone might be a bit too glim. I'm going for indigo because it's not purple and it's not blue. Oh, wait, I should do purple. So I can give her... It's a bit too bright. There we go. And then we can give her blue slippers. And why isn't Smile-chan on the others? Well, Smile-chan is having a deserved retirement. They're having the time of their lives, traveling the world. Smile-chan is an emoji, so they live forever. And we should give Chibi Beethoven a little glow. Okay, so we have the ladies almost ready for shading. Oh, seems I completely miss a part of the back. Fix that. Also, the mask paints that I did Monday are pretty much all dry. Um, and of course, I'm going to keep on mask painting. But yeah, maybe with Ascension. Let's see. I'm going to the second Ascension Day, Santa Pentecost, or whatever you're gonna call it. Might just do another stream day. Not sure just yet. I mean, I did have a lot of fun and managed to do a lot of work, but you never know what the future brings. New layer. Quick, tell some very recent music stuff so we can revert Penny's aging curse. Well, okay. What kind of music do you guys like? I mean, I'm the boring. I like music, so. And most artists I like at least one song of. And thank you for the support. The sub is always nice. I have to remember there are people on YouTube and there are people on Twitch watching. Currently, we have 4 viewers according to my system, but the comments indicate differently. I like 80s songs. There we go. But there's also music from the 90s to 2000s that I like. In one of the giveaway cabinets, I recently found a CD from Vangelis. You know, the one from Conquest in Paradise. Na, 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 na. Wait, I can't even hum. Forget it. You probably, if you look for it, you're like, oh, that person. And, well, I never heard his other music or their other music because I don't know their gender. And, yeah, that was fun to listen. I mean, I can hear the tune in my head and I just can't hum it without the music. Very weird. Let's see. Yeah, 1 viewer on YouTube and 3 on Twitch. Yes, you are YouTube chat at the moment. You've got the whole world to yourselves. Which color? We're gonna make them green, and the other one's going to be orange. Is also a youthly color. Yeah, I don't think my count from the system is good. If you have 5 on Twitch and I have 3, then something is off. I'm just gonna check what for a moment, so might be degrading for. Yeah. Currently, 1 person in YouTube chat. Okay, people, the YouTuber viewer said, bring it on, Twitchies. So, bring it on. Not that anyone can see what the other is saying or whatever. Wait, I have a button for that. I need to learn the buttons. There we go. Buttons learned. And now need to... where is my... I currently have the song, I believe it's called Austin, stuck in my head. I'm not much for modern music, but I really like that song. Yep. On YouTube, 171 people are following me, but not all are in chat at the moment. Let's see if I can duplicate what I did before. Oh, don't attack my Twitchers. I like my Twitchers. I don't have that much of them. I don't want to lose my Twitchers. I don't want to lose my YouTubers either. Let's all be happy, friends. Let's see if I can replicate my key combo. I need to look for it again. So that's 1. And then 9. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Click here. 1, 9. And then 3. Yep, worked. Wait, I have 41 followers on Twitch? How did that happen? When did that happen? Where was I? But anyway, I only have 3 active in chat. I like all the others, but yeah. And sorry for being such a downer, but I keep on seeing here a little grayish cat keeping me company. You know, the one that isn't here anymore, that I truly miss. Just tend to see him moving. Keep on hearing him. So, happy things, happy thoughts. Let's put the words in, the balloons, and the background. I need to do the background. It's 10 p.m. where you... Well, it's 10 p.m. here as well. So, up at 3 a.m. Wow, that is dedication. That is awesome. I rather sleep at that time, but well, I hope you sleep well then if you have to get up that early. I'm gonna make the blue a different blue a bit. Let's see. The balloons. Oh, I hope you'll have fun with your VTuber event. Or had fun, past tense. Oh, seems to have missed a spot. First I'll do the balloons. Well, thank you for the possible invitation for season 2. Feel free to let me know what it is, and if I can join, I might. Or maybe I'm gonna watch first so I know what's it about, and then maybe later on. We'll see. We'll see. But the fact you're thinking about me is already an honor. And don't let my VTuber frowny face uh, fool you. I am laughing and happy. Just this VTuber part isn't really working that great for me. Doing the best I can. Doing the best I can. Yeah, indeed. My penny VTuber has their own mind. Okay, these balloons need to be changed. I have a key for that. Still need to change the balloon, so it's not time for the text check just yet. Um, okay. I hope you have a nice night. Thank you for being here. Sleep well. That's to the YouTuber who's leaving chat right now. So how if I do this? And I actually want to change this because that makes the pause better. So yeah, this is something I overheard. And it made me feel really old. So it's text check time for whoever wants to check. plenty of people could have seen it by now, so let's grab the keyboard again. Like someone said last week, time for keyboard ASMR. I do want to check something for a moment. This was the first comic because it was 16 years old, and this was year 17. So something wasn't really adding up, but that's normal for me. The end of year 16 was celebrated. Yeah, so it's year. I think I need to change it. It's not 18 jaar, it's year 18. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Okay, this is going to make it a lot more clear. It's a bit confusing because technically I started at year 1 and not year 0, what people used to do. So technically she is 17 for one more year until the end of year 18. But I'm starting year 18. We can celebrate that as well. Thought I already had this open. Yes, I'm going to zoom in soon. Don't worry. First gonna type. As soon as I know where I just typed. Bit stuck with words. I think this is something I can do. Does this work? No. Ooh, wow. But that does work. That's not what I was intending. Meanwhile, let's hydrate. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording because that's not very interesting for the people who are watching the recording. So what I'm gonna do is there's still people watching, working on the text. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to make the preview. And then I'm going to give Vados his medicine. Not sure if I'm going to do something when I get back afterwards. Oh, everyone is pretty much okay with the text. Okay, if everyone text checked it, then I'm going to call it a day for today. Simply because, I'm tired. And I have some other things to do. Maybe I can do the taxes while when I'm done with giving Vladimir his medicine. There's emails, so I'm just going to call it a day. Think about myself. Let's see. First day is probably audiobook recording, so no online stuff. Saturday is probably cleanup and whatchamacallit. Audio converting probably. Sunday is museum. So see you next Tuesday, I guess. I'll be seeing you.